Our main objective every day when it comes to our cows is to, wherever we possibly can, it's to eliminate stress, because we view stress as simply a roadblock to higher levels of productivity. So any stressor that we can eliminate, whether it be the way a guy moves a cow, or a nutritional deficiency, or the sun, or what have you, we work to eliminate and mitigate all those potential risks to ultimately try to just create a more perfect environment for that cow to achieve her natural potential. So this would be the most recent freestall barn that we built during the expansion for the Dannon arrangement. This barn houses, in its current state, it houses 700 cows. Basically, the sister barn there would house 800 cows. Typically, we'll run about 200 cows per pen. All of these cows are milked 3 times a day on a very set and standardized 8-hour schedule. We house our cattle based on their age and on their stage of lactation. Cows are incredibly social animals, so what we try to do is we try to group them as such to mitigate those social issues. We essentially don't want to put the JV team in with the varsity. So the cows that you would see behind me here, they are first lactation fresh animals. So these would all be cows that have had their first calf within the past 1 to 40 days. Now they're going to be at a lower stocking rate than the other pens. They're also going to be fed a very specialized diet that's going to have a higher energy content, maybe some a different vitamin and mineral package, all to help their body acclimate from the stresses of childbirth, essentially. From here, and these cows are checked daily by trained hospital staff that evaluate every cow in the pen for any sign of infirmity. If so, they may treat that cow appropriately in the pen, or they may move her to the hospital barn where she'd be separated and she may go on a more stringent or extreme antibiotic regimen. When she's deemed ready to leave this pen, she'll move to another pen of similar lactation number animals, where she'll stay in that pen until she's the longest day pregnant animal in that pen. At that point, she'll move outside to basically lounge around in our open lots. Still, again, milk 3 times a day, where she's fed a little bit lower energy diet, and she'll remain there until her lactation is finished at approximately 220 days carrying calf. At that point, her lactation is over. She is dried off. Essentially, we stop milking her. She gets a vaccination program, some udder treatments, that sort of thing, and she's moved to a non-milking pen, where again she's fed a very specialized diet and housed there for about a month. At that point, she gets moved again to what we call our close-up pen, where she basically is prepared for calving. Fed again a different diet, and we try to eliminate and remove any and all possible stressors that could impact her. And we have staff in that area 24 hours a day, 7 days a week that assist any cows that are giving birth. The goal is obviously to have as healthy of a herd as possible, and that's a really multifaceted approach that we take towards that. The first line of defense is nutrition. Hey, we have a very intelligent man who handles the development of our diets, making sure that vitamin content, mineral content, the required fat levels, carbohydrate levels, all those nutritional demands are met for every specific stage of that animal's life, from the time she is a wet calf on milk, to the time that she is a weaned calf on grain, to the time she's a breeding age animal with higher protein needs, to a pre-fresh cow that is really has a lot of metabolic changes happening to her system. We manage each of those segments of her life very specifically from a nutritional basis, and all that's done to maximize health, which maximizes performance. The other factors that lead into that are housing. You know, how comfortable are they? How exposed to weather stress are they? Genetics. You know, we breed for higher levels of productive life, which is essentially an animal that is healthier, that produces more milk for a longer period of time, and in a more efficient way. We pour a tremendous amount of time and effort into preventing any health events, but then mitigating those health events and the risks associated with them as rapidly as possible. I think less than 3% of our calves received a dose of antibiotics. You know, when we look at treatment rates in our lactating herd, it's less than 5% get treated with antibiotics. We're proud of those numbers.